Hello. Huh. It says I'm live, and yet it's not letting me in. That's interesting. Hello, hello, hello. So, my plan for today is to work on stickers. And I kind of show you what I'm working with here. Okay, so yes, I am live, even though part of this is telling me that I'm not. So I'm working on stickers that I'm putting on the back of my business cards. Now, my business cards are also going to be tags for the plushies and everything that I sell. That way, my logo and my brand are out there, but then you can also connect with me via my link tree, which I'm pretty sure I need to get up on YouTube. So I'm using this interesting printer, FOMO printer that I got on Amazon. There we go. Now I'm live. Okay. So I have 250 of my business cards that, well, now 249 that I want to print these labels for. And the stickers are different colors. It kind of flows. I think there's technically 4 different colors. I'm using Label Life, which is a label printer label. It's for thermal printers. Let's put it that way. And so I am going to print over here, and then we can start putting stickers on. I'm only going to print 50 at a time. Okay. But it sure runs very quickly and very smoothly. I can print my shipping labels with this printer. I can print my stickers with this one. I have another label maker that works better with the smaller labels that I will use for my price tags. So, let's see here. I'll try and show you that they kind of go from one color to the next. And I checked and the QR code works. I just wanted to make sure that it would work correctly. And I'm putting my QR code closest to where it's going to attach to the plushies, because that's the side I want it on, because the other side is going to be strictly for doing the pricing and the name of the particular item so that it matches with with what's going to be on the website. And I'm sorry, I did not work on the website last night. I was just too tuckered to do that. So I will be working on the website this week. Today's not the day for it, and I know that. So I'll be working on some other behind the scenes admin stuff that I need to do. And hopefully I will have the website completely ready to go. Well, it's already live, but I don't really have product listed on it yet, but I will be getting our products listed this next week. That's the plan. My plan is to start selling outside the house, weather permitting, the last Saturday of April. That'll be kind of my practice, getting out there and getting the tables out and setting everything up. And then as we go through the summer, I'm going to be making, different plushies, and I may be batch making some. I think that I want to make unique items rather than a lot of batch made items. As you know, I've been working on those leggy frogs as I complete like a skein of yarn. I try to do two leggy frogs. That way, we can get kind of more bang for our buck out of the skeins of yarn. And I don't have a bunch of small balls or short ends just kind of lying around. Although I do have a new bag to put that in so then I can hold on to them a little bit easier. That is, I have taped to my table here. What else? And we were able to take photos of all my plushies yesterday, and everything that's going up on the website. I have a blanket that's going on. I have some tops that are going on. I have bags that are going on, plus all the plushies. And no, I haven't actually counted them, so I don't know how many I have right now. We were able to go to a craft fair, a local craft fair yesterday, so I could kind of see what is out there and what people are doing. And there's not that many folks that only do just crochet. Most of them have something else that they're selling, whether it's cups or it is quilting, or there's all kinds of stuff, jewelry. The interesting thing is that a lot of the patterns that I saw were fairly common, meaning I've seen them many times on like Instagram and Facebook, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I decided that I had already decided this, but I want to focus on plushies that are different, that are unique, that are not typically seen around here. And my first market that's not at the house is a plant market. And so I am working on crocheting plant items as well. And I have a flower stuffy. I think I want to make another one. Oh, that's so cute. Because that was a fun stuffy to make. What else? I have a dragon snuggler, and I think I'd like to make more of those. Now that one is a fairly common pattern. I saw it on Crafty Kate recently, and I know I've seen it on other folks' YouTubes and on Instagram. And it's a wonderful pattern, and that's why I want to do more. I really enjoyed it. So yeah. So I'll be talking to you while I'm doing our stickers here. It was an interesting show to go to. I haven't really been to a craft show in a very long time. And the biggest reason for that is that oftentimes I kind of struggle with walking around. But we took my walker, my rollator, and I didn't have to sit down, but I did have to put my leg up a couple of times. But realistically, I believe I was up walking for about 45 minutes. And that's pretty good for me. And I really enjoyed myself seeing some of the vendors that are there. I'm very interested in a vendor that does like woodworking and leather crafts and that kind of stuff. I would really kind of like to get my logo on a hat, but that's not a today thing. That's, in the future. I also met someone that he and his friend, that they're both in different businesses, but one sells cups, kind of like Yeti cups, and the other one does the engraving, and they have purple cups. And as you probably know, my logo is purple. A lot of stuff about my business is purple. The website is very purple. And so it's that's something that I think would be neat to have on the table to, sell a couple of those if people were interested, or maybe as a giveaway. So yeah. And I do plan on making stickers to sell, because this is a very easy project that I can work on. I really like crocheting. Like, let's be honest, like that's my main drive. However, stickers are also popular, and being able to make them myself to sell rather than having to buy them from Amazon or another small business. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that I would rather right now make my own, because I have the time. If I didn't have the time, then I would probably look at something else. But that being said, it was a very nice craft show to go see. I avoided all the food tables because frankly, I don't need any of that sugar. There is a lady that is over in Laramie that does custom painted anything, pretty much anything she can paint. But she makes these really pretty custom journals. And, of course, in my head, I'm like, oh, I want one of those. But the problem is I would probably not use it. I tend to keep everything like in my, I have other places where I keep everything. And so it would not be there on the, I just wouldn't write it down. That's the problem, because I have other ways of storing things, kind of like I don't use a paper calendar anymore. I use my calendar in my phone all the time. It's very consistent. Yeah, if my phone broke or went kaputs, I probably would be lost, like no joke. But I really do enjoy kind of playing with colors and different shapes, which is why I really, really love crochet. And that's why I think of most of us that do crochet as crochet artists, because we take patterns and we take shapes and color and we create something new out of yarn. And not everybody wants to take the time to learn crochet or knitting, for that matter. I do both. Personally, crochet is the one that I'm doing the most right now. And that's because I truly enjoy crochet. I get a lot of dopamine out of it because I can complete projects. I think we'll see, but maybe this weekend I'll be able to, We'll see. I might be able to get my, I don't know. I'm going to try and finish my sweater so then that can go up. Sorry for all the noise. So then that can go up on the website. Well, so everything can get done. But I want to make a video. I've started it with the shirt, but I need to finish the shirt so I can finish the video. And I have not done that yet. So that's a thing that I need to work on. So I'm printing some more stickers here. You're okay. And I'm sure you probably heard Mom in the background, and that's okay. She's working on her plants. They are looking so beautiful. And of course, she's getting ready for our first market sale in May. I think it's towards the end of May. It might be the middle, but it's coming up. Last day in May. Because that is where she's going to be selling her flowers. Her she has so many beautiful violets, African violets, as well as some other plants that are doing just awesome. My mom definitely got the green thumb. I think her grandfather had it, and grandma to some extent had it, but Mom's really got it. And I have lots of different like stickers and stuff. Now, this set is actually going to be for pricing and for putting the name of an item on the particular item. I have a couple others that are kind of small like that. Those rectangle ones, those are the ones that I'm going to use for doing like my pricing and whatnot. I have some others that are unbroken, like this one. There's no white, and I can make other types of stickers out of those. So I got my stickers and whatnot off of Amazon Business. Poor Humphrey. He keeps hearing all kinds of stuff outside. And he just would love to bark at everything, but he knows he's not supposed to bark in the house. So that's why he made such an odd noise. Anyways, last night I finished crocheting a giant strawberry. And then this morning I sewed on the top and the leaves. There is I think it's Hey Crochet has a YouTube tutorial. I loosely followed that, but I definitely changed not the stem, but actually the leaves, and I changed the how I did my increases and decreases a little bit because I wanted to make sure not only that I had enough yarn for that particular project, but so that I had enough that, well, I mean, I have enough stuffing, but I don't want to, last week I broke into my new, my next 5 pounds of stuffing, and I would really rather not have to bust into another one right away. But the more I crochet and the more things I make that need to be stuffed, well, that's where this, that's what you use your stuffing for. And I'm so proud of Mom. She's doing so good on her glamour chicks. I think they are just too cute. Too cute. And I'm getting some of my tables back from my aunt. She has been awesome about holding on to my tables for like what, almost 5 years now. Thank you, Aunt Susie. But they will be coming back, and I'm very excited about that. They've been in our house and then in her garage for several years now. So they'll be coming back so I can use them doing my market here at the house. I have some folding tables for our markets outside of the house, or we do, Mom and I do. Plus, Mom was able to find a tent, and so we will have a tent to go to our markets and whatnot. It was a very nice day outside, sitting out yesterday, and I'm sorry that the live did not work. I'm not going to use that power supply when I'm selling, because I will be taking you guys along with me when I'm selling. But I think I'm going to use, we have a different one that I can use. I also have a small portable generator that is, well, I guess it's more of a power bank. But I'm going to have that with us so that if we need the electricity, we have it. In that way, I can keep my phone and my iPad charged so that we can do our sales or whatever else we need to do. That on right? I did. Okay. So, yeah. And I kind of enjoy doing projects like this, putting my stickers on. I kind of enjoy the assembly line stuff when it comes to things other than crochet. You know, and sometimes batch making crochet is okay. And sometimes it's probably not going to be for me, and that's perfectly fine. I'm just pretty excited that I am getting so close to doing what I want to do. And it's not going to be a walk in the park or a bunch of roses, but I also don't think that it's going to be as rough per se as it could be for others. I am in a very good place, and we have so much traffic that goes up and down the street. It's not even funny. And we're one block north of one of the other really busy streets. So it'll be, I think that we'll have quite a bit of traffic going by and hopefully some stopping. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see if people like what I've created, what I've crocheted. And then probably the next project is going to be getting eyes painted. But I think I want to wait for a day that's a little bit warmer. It's a little too chilly for me today. I got my business cards off of Vistaprint, and I went there because I've got business cards from them before. I was a massage therapist, and I was able to use them to get my business cards. I didn't want to put like hot dog. I put hot dog crochet on the front, but I didn't want to have like our website, which is just hotdogcrochet.com, because if things change during the, this season of our life, I want to be able to quickly swap things out and not be out a lot of money. So our business name is Hot Dog Crochet, but if we, need to change our link tree or, anything like that, it's, we can easily do that. And then just change out the sticker with the QR code on it. I'm also going to have, I think, a poster with my QR code on it, so people can get to my link tree. And then if they want to follow me on YouTube, Instagram, whatever, they have access to that. I think that it's really cool that we have access to so much technology. I'm not sure about the whole AI thing. I'm still kind of trying to figure out Chat GPT, but I do enjoy the fact that I can do so much more on my own without actually having to go to another business to get things done. I could have done my own business cards at home, but I wanted the glossy ones that you get from Vistaprint. And yes, I know there's other companies out there that have them. I just had a coupon code so I could get a little bit of a discount from them. I also would like to get a couple tablecloths that are the ones that, go underneath the, what's it called? They go underneath the legs, or the stretchy ones. And I would like to have, I don't know if I want to do a banner or if I just want to have my hot dog crochet stuff put on the tablecloths. We'll see. I'm not at a point to be able to purchase that right now anyway. That'll be a sometime way in the future thing. What else? I don't know if you follow Das Farms, but if you do, Nellie had her baby. And I guess they're going to call the baby Sugar because she's a little girl. But she's pretty white like Frosty was. And she's just so cute. Baby animals are just so dang cute. But I'm glad for them. I know that they were worried about Nellie and, worried about the baby, but Nellie had the baby just fine. And her baby is just too cute. She's a Longhorn. The other, they have two other kind of like babies on the farm right now, other than the chickens. They have really young chickens right now, but the two other bovine babies, one is Frosty, and he's white, and he and his mom, for whatever reason, were not able to really bond, and she rejected him. So he became their bottle calf. And then the next baby born after that was Blue. And see, Frosty is a Highland, and so is Sugar. But Mr. Blue has his mom is part Highland, and so he's a Highland cross, and he's just so dang cute. Fluffy as all get out, just like his mama. But I do like following the Das family creators. You've got Grandpa Das Farms. That's the dad of Chad and Kyle. And Chad and Kyle both have YouTubes. One is Das Outdoors and Das Farms. The other one is Das Acres.
No, that's his brother.
Yeah. Mom was helping me out there for a minute. Hope you guys can see Mom's making glam chicks, which they're just so dang awesome. I wasn't quite sure when Mom said she wanted to make them, but hey, go for it. And then I saw what she's done, and she's being so creative with them. It's awesome. And I bought myself a label holder because I do not want these stickers and labels like going all over the place. Oh, I forgot to finish my thought. So this printer that I'm using right now, I can print all my stickers on it, and I can print shipping labels on it. Now, I don't have shipping label paper right now, but in the future, that's something that I will have so that I can put stuff on, the labels on and everything, and get things shipped quicker. I had someone contact me through Facebook, and she wanted me to sell directly to her, and I let her know that I sell through my website, and she was not interested in purchasing through my website. And so I'm just going to let everyone know that that's the, other than in person, if you don't catch me in person, the only way to purchase is to go through the website. I'm more than willing to create a separate listing for you, or, whatever we need to do, but I'm not going to be doing any of the like selling through Facebook or Instagram. Everything has to go back through the website. And I'm still working on learning how to like I'm trying to get my Instagram and Facebook and reels and my stories for YouTube a little bit more scheduled, and get them out more regularly, because I find that somewhat, it's not hard to make a reel or whatever, but I do find it somewhat difficult to do that. So I have a couple applications that I'm using to try and simplify my life and get things posted and get them scheduled, so then I don't have to think about things necessarily every day, because I don't want to, no offense to anybody, but I do not want to sit down and post every day. Take a new photo or a new video and post it every dang day. So I'm trying to get things set up so that I create them ahead of time, and then I can have them just ready to go for you guys. And then they'll go live when I schedule them. And, it'll be a more streamlined process, and a more regular process, because that's something that I've been struggling with. I'm really hoping to finish my my shirt this week. It's about half done right now, and I want to finish it and do some videoing of it, and then I can get that video out to everybody hopefully on Wednesday. If not, I will come up with something else. I have quite a bit of yarn here that I need to also work on. Making items. I was almost out of white, so I went downstairs and found a box of white and brought it upstairs. And yesterday when I was taking pictures of the plushies, what I was doing was also making determinations on whether it was a small plushie or a large plushie, so that it makes it a little bit easier when it comes time to, because I got to weigh them. I got the photos, but now I need to weigh everything and label everything, and get it up and out there for everyone, which is going to just take me a little bit of time. And I have kind of a knockoff circuit cutter that I would like, or Cricut, or however you say it, that I would like to use to make felt eyes. So then I have all the options. I can have felt eyes, I can have safety eyes, I can have embroidered eyes, and I can have crocheted eyes. Personally, my favorites are right now are the safety eyes. I ordered myself some that are supposed to be dragon safety eyes. So the eyes are a slit, so they can be used for dragons. They can be used for snakes. They can be used for many different types of animals, like cats. So I'm excited for those to come in. What else? I just have been slowly working through stuff, but now I'm feeling better, so I'm trying to work a little bit or do a little bit more. What else? I think it's going to be a good summer for me. I'm sure I'll still have some bad days, but I think it's going to be a good summer. I got my back injected last week, and that has definitely kicked in. So I'm hoping that this one lasts for like 6 to 8 months. And then I could maybe do the cold radio frequency ablation again, because that also helped. This time we just did a steroid epidural injection, and that did help. But it's, always kind of a positive, negative thing. Any medicine you take, any procedure you get, there's good things, there's bad things. And any medication you take, you're taking it for the side effects. Because there really aren't, we like to call them side effects, but really they're not side effects. They're just effects of the medication, effects of the procedure. They're not actually side effects. And, that was hard for me to kind of wrap my head around for a while. But it makes sense because, one person may take a medication for one thing and someone else may take that same medication for something else. Because you can have many effects from a medication. And I think that I'm finally on a pretty decent regimen of medications. I know that my blood sugars have been doing a lot better. I'm kind of like partially keto right now. I can't go completely keto because of my ostomy, but I have been working on myself for a long time, but now I feel like I'm actually making progress. Last year I was I was not doing well, and I really thought that I wouldn't be around much longer. However, getting things straightened out with my medicines has really helped. Plus, I've lost a little bit of weight. I know it doesn't look like it, but I have. Well, Mom says she can see it. I can't see it. But I know that that it's happened. So kind of a funny story. Yesterday, Mom needed help with a photo. And so I'm trying to download the darn thing, and it won't download. And it's like, well, where the heck did the photo go? So I found the photo in other places, and I could not figure out why I couldn't get it into her Google Photos. Well, then I went and I looked at Google Photos, and turns out it was already in there because she'd already downloaded it. That's why it wouldn't re-download. But it took me like 20 minutes of messing on that phone to figure out that she'd already downloaded it, which is kind of funny because she did what she needed to do. She didn't really need my help, but she didn't realize that she didn't need my help, and I didn't realize that she didn't need my help. But it, she, even though my mom has pretty severe dyslexia, she works through it, man. She can do things. Not that people with dyslexia can't, but she surprises me a lot. And most of the time I can speak her form of dyslexia. But yesterday I was so tired. She was trying to tell me something and I couldn't. She was too tired to get it out and I was too tired to process what she'd said. And now I don't remember what it is that she had said, but it doesn't matter. She, I know what it was. She was trying to tell me about Instagram. And she just does stuff that kind of at times will surprise me because she doesn't always have the confidence that she can do it, but she does do it. There's some things that I just take care of because poking the buttons is for me easier than trying to tell mom how to do it. And I think that comes from the I have a deficit in reading and memory. And I think that just is sometimes why it's hard for me to explain to mom what to do, but I can sit there and do it myself. So sometimes what I do is I figure out how to do it and then I show mom how to do it. Because she didn't grow up with technology in her hand. In a way, I did. We had a computer when I was in kindergarten. And, I had access to computers pretty much all the way through school. We weren't allowed to use like Google and the internet when I graduated because I graduated in the Stone Age. But we had technology that, my mom's generation didn't have growing up. And there's so much more out there now that, I am excited to have Zan come and help me sell plushies, but I also know I'm going to learn from him. He is very smart. And I know that there's technological stuff that I can learn from him that he has grown up with or has assimilated that I have no clue about, because it's easy, the more you're immersed in it, the easier it is. And our world is very technology driven, or maybe very technology dependent. That's probably a better word. However, I still love that I can make my own stickers. And, I could make if I really wanted to, I could make my own pins. Like there's so much stuff that I could make if I wanted to. Okay, filling up that trash can. Okay. Need to print a few more. So I am going to go in here and I am going to say print. I just love kind of this galaxy print. And I have some that are holographic. So it'll be, I'm very excited to make things and to do things. It's been a long time since I've been this excited to do things and make things. But to me, it's important. I saw someone that keeps tags after they sell something. And because I'm using Shopify to sell in person, I'm not going to do that because every sale has to be tracked in there for us to get paid. And that way I can keep track of what sells and what doesn't sell. And some stuff just is not going to sell very quickly. Like my Dipple Dapple the dachshund or sausage dog. She's huge, like absolutely ginormous. And I didn't in my head think it was going to turn out quite that big. However, it did. But I used Bernat blanket, and the person that wrote the pattern used a thinner yarn. So theirs still came out a good size, but it wasn't as big as mine. But I really like the size that she came out to be, even though she's huge. It's an awesome, she's an awesome plushie. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I made a strawberry pillow. I have one Anchor the octopus completely done. The other one I've torn apart like twice, and I need to just finish him. And then what was I thinking about? Oh, I was thinking that I should make some more like pigs and maybe some more cows. What I noticed at the craft fair is that what people were trying to sell were really small items. And, you know, I hope that their sales went really well. But I don't know how sales will go. And personally, I like the really big items because it doesn't matter what size of yarn you use to do a pattern. It's going to basically take you the same amount of time because you're working the same amount of stitches. It's just, you know, the size of the yarn and the hook size really affects what size of plushie or pillow you're going to get out of it. So I like doing the big ones because I'm still doing the same amount of stitches, but I think the big ones come out looking sometimes cooler than the small ones, although sometimes the small ones are really good looking too. It just kind of depends on the pattern. And I like making dragons. I like making things that are kind of unique or different. I've been kind of working my way, making a couple Chunkymon here and there. I was never really into Pokemon, and so other than Pikachu and a Pokeball, I have no idea what those things are. And like, I have no idea about, I know that Toros are pretty popular right now, and I think it's from Studio Ghibli, but I don't know if that is a game or if it's a TV show or a movie, or I have no idea. I could look it up, but I'm not that interested in it. I'm just, I don't know. I'm kind of weird. But I was looking, and there's a free pattern for, or no, not free, but it's pretty inexpensive pattern, like to make Elmo and Grover and Cookie Monster. And so I think I might try my hand at that. Because I grew up with Grover and I loved, I mean, Cookie Monster was great too, but I really loved Grover. So, I'm very happy with the way things seem to be turning out right now. My anchor, the amount of time and, you know, energy that you have to put into an anchor is a lot. And it's, to me, I think it's worth it to keep it at the higher price point. rather than go down and try and make a sale. And the reason that I say that is because of the amount of time and effort and skill and the amount of, what is it called? Just materials and stuff that go into it. I think you really have to value yourself if you're going to sell your crochet. You have to value your time. You have to value the materials that you're using and figure out how to make it turn a profit for you. So yeah, I saw someone where they had put their anchor plushie. They had the full size anchor and they had put it down to quite a bit less than what I would charge for it. And I didn't say, I of course did not comment that on their video because that's not nice. But for me, that's not how it's going to be. I would rather make the correct sale than try and sell something to someone that they don't really want and they don't really value. So I think anchor should be at least $100. When you look on Etsy and stuff, that's about what it's running, $100 to $125. And frankly, I think that that's appropriate. But then again, that's only my opinion. Not everybody's going to agree with me. So, yeah. And I'm just ripping up some extra stickers here so that I can put them out on the table when I'm out there. And the nice thing about this is it's saved in my phone. So if I need to quick print, some more stickers or something, I can. I do like the versatility of being able to design my own stuff and be able to take that one design and use it across multiple apps and platforms. That way, I use one thing to design and then I can move it, save it, and move it to any other app I need to. The nice thing about this app is I could put in my Linktree website address and or the Linktree address, and then it would create the QR code, and it does work. I checked it before I started doing the big printing. I wanted to make sure that, what I had in there would work. So yeah. I just have a lot of hope and joy for this year. I know that finances are hard for everyone, and I may not sell hardly anything, and that's okay. It takes time to build up a clientele, and I'm okay with that. We're safe where we're at. I don't have to worry about making rent, or, so many things that so many other people do have to worry about. I'm very, very lucky and very privileged to not have to worry about that right now. And that is allowing me to do things or feel like I can do things that before I didn't think I could do. So that's what I'm doing. I love to crochet. I love to make things. And so that's what I'm going to do. I would really struggle if I had to go back to working in an office because here at home, I work a lot of hours, like making stuff and doing stuff. You don't necessarily get to see that. However, stuff like this takes time. I'm making these stickers are for the table. Because I'm going to put my business cards actually on the plushies so that when people buy something, it goes home with them so they know who to, who they got it from and how to contact me. It's been about an hour. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking and subscribing, hanging out with me. I am so sorry that yesterday's live did not go well. Shout out to YouTube and to Facebook. Thank you guys so much for coming in and watching. I do want to remind you that you are wanted, you are needed, and you are loved. Be kind to everyone, including yourself. This world is hard enough, and we need some positivity, and we need to stick together. I hope that you have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you with my new video on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Or I do a live Thursday at 5 p.m. and I do live on Saturday at 1 p.m. Thank you again so much for liking and subscribing. Thank you all so much for the support, and I'll see you later. And sorry, it takes me just a minute to end stuff.